Hey, what's going on, boys? Just got done with some cardio, 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, and we just did some shoulders and arms today, so feeling pretty good. I love it when my upper body feels pumped up. It's crazy, you know, I said it before, but legs used to be my favorite day, but recently it's become my upper body, and maybe because I'm seeing more progress there, but hey, don't skip leg day, you know what I'm saying? Want to talk a little bit about your safe space, and that sounds super weird, but maybe we should refer to it more as the place where you go and pray, where you meditate, where you think about your own life. And for me, in college, it was a bike. It wasn't this bike, but I would go ride my bike, listen to music, get into my emotions. And so many times people are saying, oh, you shouldn't get into your emotions. That's feminine. That's being a woman. You should just push them down and forget it. No, what I mean by get into your emotions means feel the music, get mad and angry that your life isn't going the way you want to, right? Start thinking about what can I do to change it? Where am I now? What do I want to do and where can I go? And start making action. That's what I started doing when I was in college and I was just riding my bike at night, you know, and I wanted to burn off steam. Like I was a little bit stressed out, and I know I said I divorce stress. You know, I love saying that, but sometimes it was just a great way to relax and to go out and to just listen to the music, get into the zone. Okay, I've always talked about this on these videos, is get into that zone, the feeling of, hey, here I am, I'm totally in it. Okay, I'm listening to what my body feels, I'm present in the moment, and I'm able to go after what it is I want to do and how it is I want to do it, right? So for me, I was riding the bike in college. Recently, and it still kind of was, but recently more it's the Stairmaster, believe it or not, because with the stairs, you're like on a long cross country, man. You're doing 2,000 plus steps, you know, you're doing like 30 minutes of cardio, and you're gonna be there for a while. So recently I've been like listening to some country music and just going for a country ride, you know what I'm saying? And then with that, I'm able to think about what is the next goal I want to do, how I want to get there, and just kind of get into the zone, into the emotions, right? Just being present with myself and just getting into it. And I don't know what that is for you. Maybe it's just hitting the weights. Maybe it's just going on a car ride. I think the reason for me, it was like literally the bike and the stairs and sometimes even the treadmill, just running, was because I felt free. Because in a car, you're surrounded by the headliner, the windows and everything, so you're still like contained. But on a bike or on the stairs, I felt free, right? Open to the world, open to the fresh air. And I think that for me was what really did it. You know, just really trying to analyze things. And I'm a kind of person, I've told you guys before, that, hey, I try to go in and analyze stuff, dig deep down, like why am I like this? Like why, you know, I'm always smiling all the time, yet I look mad all the time. Like, who's this guy? You know, some people think I'm super intimidating, and it's really not. But I don't know, maybe it's their own insecurities, right? But yeah, that's something that was kind of on my mind when I was on the stairs today. I'm like, you know what? This is actually where I do a lot of my thinking. I do a lot of thinking on the stairs. I don't really do much thinking on my drives because I'm, you know, busy dealing with people on the road, and I don't know, like it's just a different vibe for me, and maybe it's good for you. You got to find what it is for you, man. I'm not sure what that is. Experiment, right? But for me, it was always just going on a ride. And actually, about 4 or 5 years ago when I first got this bike, this is a little electric bike. It goes about 30 miles an hour. I used to take that down to the gym, throw a Gatorade on the seat about right here, and just cruise. Listen to my music, go to the gym, and then come back. No one was on the trails, and it was a nice, I'm trying to think. It was a good like 10-mile ride, you know, but you're not really pedaling. It's not a cardio machine. I mean, it could be, but for me, it was just like, just zip around, listen to some good music, get in the zone, and and just enjoy life, be present, but to also understand where it is I am right now and where it is I want to go. What are my goals, right? And to continually self-analyze. Don't believe the lie that says, oh, well, you shouldn't self-analyze yourself. You should just go and do better. How can you do better if you don't know where you're at, right? So, never understood that. But yeah, that's just something that was on my mind. Tomorrow is Halloween, so this is being filmed on Halloween Eve. I've been trying to I feel like I'm like too early on some of the videos, that like I'm backlogged. So I got a few videos that I need to continue to upload, I guess daily until I get back to my daily deal. This is my little fake tattoo right here. This isn't real. Honestly though, I feel like my body kind of looks good on a tattoo. So, hey, I want to try to put a pretend one here and see what it looked like, because I got like this weird, you call it like skin discoloration, which is some genetic thing, which I don't know. I didn't have it when I was like 6 and 7 years old, so not sure what it is. But I figured, hey, I got a little lion I can put over here and see what it looked like. So everyone I talked to was like, why don't you just do the real thing? It's like, well, I'm not ready to commit to that just yet. You know what I mean? And I feel like my life personally has been a little bit in limbo due to this Air Force thing. And honestly, I should have been doing a lot of these other things sooner, but I didn't feel qualified enough to do them, I guess you could say. Like sometimes you feel you have this imposter syndrome where I'm a 20-year-old telling these old dudes what to do. It doesn't feel exactly right, you know, and you don't want to come across as too weak, but you don't want to come across as, you know, somebody who's just going to like nail somebody over the head and then they're going to put you in your place. It's like an enlisted guy telling an officer what's up because the enlisted dude is like 23 years old out of college who's a second lieutenant. You know, it's just ridiculous. You know, I hear the stories. Like, you can take my trash out. So, yeah, I just feel like my life's been a little bit in limbo because I've been waiting for this. They're supposed to post the job application this month, but I haven't heard anything. So, you know, I already made peace with it, man. Like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But, you know, this is something I've prayed about. And I don't know if you guys are religious or whatever. I don't know how you wouldn't be, because it's too much of a coincidence for everything to work together. I mean, you just look at the human body, for instance. You know, I've been doing this personal training thing, and I finally got my license, which is pretty sweet. But it's like, how in the world did all these atoms come together so perfectly that creates a human being? And that all systems have to function correct. And that you didn't create it yourself, right? But what, DNA? You know, it's just, you can't deny the presence of something, you know? And I don't know what that something is. We're going to call it God. You know, I personally believe in Jesus, but because he's the only one that actually preached about love. And I mean, you look at animals, you look at everything in life, and I mean, cats, for example. Like, we have 2 cats. He gives you the lovey eyes, right? They come up and brush up against you. Okay? So there is the balance of love and hate in the world. And so I try to be somebody who is more on the loving side, who cares, who, you know, tries to be a light in the world, because there's so much darkness and bad stuff out there. There's so much fakeness and deception. And that's why I always say at the end of these videos, I'm about to say it again in a minute, but, you know, I think that just coming to that realization of, hey, there's something greater than me out there. And if this is the path that he wants me on, to be in the Air Force or whatever it is for you, right? Just apply what I'm saying to what your life is. And if it's to be, then it's to be. You know, I've already made peace with him about it, prayed about it. I said, hey, look, I'm going to give it 110%. If it doesn't work, then I know it wasn't for me, okay? And that's it. And if it is, then it will be. And I have 100% faith in that and believe that, and we continue to move forward and move on. And so I hope you guys can take that as a lesson for whatever it is you're trying to do. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys have a good day, and we're getting ready to hit daylight savings time. I can't remember if it's ending or starting, but all I know is the clocks go back, so it's gonna start getting even darker. We're basically gonna be waking up in the dark and going to bed in the dark, but that's just the way it goes. So take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video. In a world full of fakeness and deception, keep dominating your reality. Talk to you later.